Hello everybody! Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Oh, that's the Truman Show, isn't it? Uh-oh. Let me see here. I'm just gonna make sure everything is kind of looking good, and it seems to be good. And let's go for... Let me just change the performance mode over here. I made you wait 10 minutes because it takes me at least 15 to 20 minutes to set up the stream, and I have things to do in the morning, which is why I start at 8 o'clock. Hello, Muriata Call. Welcome. In 10 minutes you can say hi, but until then you'll have to be quiet, sorry. So, this is the region I was working on yesterday. Anybody who missed the afternoon stream, I'll do a quick show around what we've done so far. So on Monday we did most of the main canyon here. I can't remember exactly what we did on Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning we did this. We made this kind of crystal cave here, and we made, yes, it is tea. We made this limestone pavement here, which is still being worked on, and we kind of redid this whole region here to make it look a little bit more exciting, a little bit less dull. And excuse me, we started work on this area here when my girlfriend came back, and I had to quit the stream. So. And so we'll be continuing that today, I think. And let me have a think about how I'm going to do this. So, actually, first thing I want to do is kind of check that everything looks right. What we have got is quite a lot of straight lines here where the two kind of regions have joined together, where you can see where I extended it. So maybe I can kind of fix that. So let's have a quick go at that. So I'm just going to try and break up these lines here to make them a little bit more interesting. So let's do that, and we'll bring this one back through here. And let's see here. Let's just block up this hole here. So it's like that. Yes, that looks okay. That one can, I guess, remain as it is. This one, let's curve it through this way instead. Let's just do that quick. Bring it through to here. Yeah, okay. And we'll just block that gap up. And then I think what I'm going to do next is use... Hello! Awesome dude. Crackers? You mean biscuits? Crumpets. No, you're thinking of crumpets. I have tea, but no crumpets usually. I can have crumpets sometimes. But we do love our crumpets, but it's not really typical, I think, to have tea with crumpets. So that's a bit of a stereotype that's wrong. I'm doing just fine. How are you, friend? So what I'm going to do is... I'm going to use some brushes here. I want to go through the bases and just kind of arrange grass down there. So let's do that now. So I'm going to do a brush cylinder. Now let me think here. I think, let's go for, because it's getting kind of high, we're going to have a lot more packed earth, I would say. So let's start with, let's go for 20% dirt 1, 50% grass, 10% mossy cobblestone, and 10% stone. 3. Did that work? I think it did. There we go. And so we're just going to take this a little bit through here, and then we can upgrade the amount of packed earth later. Oh no! Sad times. I'm sorry to hear that, Lord. Ah, rip, indeed. So just going to keep, fill out the very beginning here with this brush, and then later I'm going to swap to a more, this region here actually maybe wants a little bit more attention, I don't know. We're going to swap to one that has more dirt and less grass, and maybe more stone as well. Okay. So that we can get like a nice blend. So I'm just gonna, actually I can do this from up here, can't I? Let's do that, that'll work a little bit better I think. So I can be careful and target that spot. Oh, there's a way to zoom in, isn't there? Oh, uh-oh. Pressing random buttons, this can only end, whoa! Oh, okay. It's not that button. Okay, not that one. Oh, that's a zoom out. Oh, there we go. Aha! So we can zoom in from up here, and this can allow us to have a little bit of a better shot. Oh, okay, I'll go below the time-lapse camera there. No, I won't, actually. I don't care about the time-lapse camera that much. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to adjust the command that I just used. So we're going to go down to 30% grass. We're going to go up to 30% packed dirt, and we're going to go up to 20% stone. And then from up here we can go boom, and we can go boom, and boom. Oh. Oh, and through here. Hello, awesome dude. Thought you were already a follower actually, but welcome to the we don't have a name for my followers, but you can consider yourself one of them now. So, get that in there, and in there, there. Oh, this is kind of novel actually. It's a weird angle, isn't it? Alrighty, so one more will do, I think. That's a hole, is it? Yeah. Cool, cool. Now, we're going to do the same thing again, but we're going to reduce the grass even more. So we're going to go up to 40% dirt. We're going to go up to 15% grass, and we'll go up to 15% mossy. And we're just going to kind of carry this through here. And through here. Yes. Cool, cool. And through here. This is a fun angle, isn't it? I feel like a real sniper. Pew, pew. Alrighty. So I think that works. So let's now get rid of the grass entirely. The grass is going to go from our repertoire. Going to upgrade this to 20% mossy, I suppose, and we'll go up to 60% packed dirt, and we're just going to kind of take this all the way around, and we're going to do the rest in this colour. Gosh. So I did have a little bit of a run around in this yesterday, and I'm not sure that it's going to be very easily solvable if this does end up being an adventure map. As a maze, I think it's going to be a little bit tricky because it is quite... It's very high, you can't really see where you're going. Whoops. Now I appreciate there are probably much more difficult mazes in adventure maps, but... you know, a lot of those are just... I'm not a big fan of a maze as a tool for an adventure map. I think it's kind of a boring, lazy thing to do. So this is supposed to mostly be an aesthetic thing rather than a functional maze. We're going to have lots of fun with kind of fitting things inside here, I think. Should be good. Okay then. Let's see if we got everywhere. Whoa, we've gone above the clouds. Okay, never mind. So if I press one of these buttons, there we go, that's back to normal view. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Okay. So next step. It is a kind of a maze. It's not a very... Think about it, it's not really a maze, is it? Oops. Good morning, Godzilla. How are you this morning? Yes. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to take some brushes now, and I'm going to really get kind of destructive with them. How am I going to do this? I think I'm going to go for a melt brush. I think that's probably an appropriate brush to use here. We'll do a small melt brush. So just a little one. We'll see what will happen. Boom. Boom. And boom. Yes, this is appropriate, I think. And so I'm just going to kind of use this on the corners here to melt down a little bit. Because this is actually, if this is limestone, I mean melt is the appropriate term, because limestone is stone that melts. It dissolves in the, it doesn't melt, I suppose, it dissolves in the water, and it kind of appears as if it's melted. So I think if I can, that looks pretty nice actually, so I think if I can go over most of these kind of central bits with this tool, it should help a bit, make things a little bit more exciting. Deep Gorge. I'm not really sure how you can host in Enderboss. I think if you click on my name, maybe I think there's an option to rehost. Cool, cool. Amazing maze. Okay. Yeah, no, the name of this build around here is Deep Gorge, which is just a bit of a cop-out of a name, actually, now that I think about it. I just kind of named it more or less at random. Just had to come up with a name for it, so I did. So maybe a better name could be devised. Yeah, so this looks really quite nice now. I mean, it's not going to serve as a canyon anymore, it's a maze really, because the walls are going to be easily climbable. Ah, there we go. Thank you. Enderboss. Oh, and welcome, Meek Fuzzball. Oh, thank you, Fuzzball. So, let's keep going over here. I'm going to take out the top areas. Oh! I'm sure I already saw that. Okay. So, I'm actually going to hit a little bit around here just to make this a little bit more exciting shape. And yes, through here. In fact, this tool is going to be extremely useful, I think, for this section of the build. So yes, I think it's going to work nicely. So this section up here looks like it's still going to be steep enough to be kind of a maze, but apart from that, I think we're not going to have really what could be described as a maze very much. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I like the idea of traps and things and treasure, but as I say, at the moment I'm not even sure if this is going to be an adventure map, and I think that's going to be a bit kind of sticky and down to earth maybe for the stream. So maybe if we decide to make this into an adventure map, we can start kind of overlaying it with some more interesting kind of features. Or maybe I can leave that up to you guys if I kind of make it open as just kind of a blank adventure map, I suppose, and you guys could create your own on top, perhaps. But yeah, I don't want to get into the nitty-gritty of traps and treasure at this particular moment, anyway. Oh, all kinds of people here. So, keep melting back a little bit. Gosh, I love this melt brush when it's used, when I can use it. I suppose is the phrase I'm looking for. Okay, let's have a look. So that's instantly made it so much more natural looking. I do want to hit these guys down here since these are kind of boring. So let's do that. You know what? It would have been fun to actually make this using the melt brush. In fact, we might have to try that at some point at a later date to make an entire kind of limestone area made with only melt brush. Could be interesting. There we go. I need to be a little bit careful about hitting in here because these guys don't resist the melt brush very well. They just kind of melt away, which is not really what I want. There's a sunflower there. Oh? How strange. Hello. I am Creeper. I recognize that name. Welcome back, friend. Okay. So, my original inspiration, actually, I wanted to do time lapses. I saw Fire UK, and they kind of inspired me. I don't know if you guys, if Fire UK even exists anymore, or if you remember them, but they basically used to make big time-lapse videos, and I thought, I want to do that by myself. And so I tried it, and it was difficult, but I did have some success, so that was nice. Let's see here, just take a corner off there. Yeah, okay. So this should be a lot more interesting to walk through now. Oh, this is cool. Oh yeah, this is a super cool like environment to walk through, isn't it? Yes, nice. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, I think, is to get rid of that for a start. I want to take the long grass, double tall grass, and I'm going to take this through and around a few places because we don't really have that anywhere at the moment. So just in places where it's sensible. Not too many of it either. But yeah, just kind of dot it around a little bit. Just so that we can have a little bit of vegetation in here. I don't want it to be like lush, but yeah, everyone likes the Iceman. My favourite one is the one with the airship, the Grey Lady. I love that airship. I was really proud of that. I mean, it's kind of dated now, I suppose. Not as great as many others that are around, but I really did like it. Let's have a look now. Yes, that looks nice. Maybe we can fit a couple more. Oh, we already got one in here. It's kind of hard to see what's going on down here. These are going to need individual TLC, I think, the bigger canyons. Hello. So, let's go now with some water, I think. So we're going to take some water, and I'm just going to kind of place it around. So let's just see where we need it. So we've got quite a lot of water here, so let's try and kind of blend into that a little bit. Water in there, maybe. Some in here. Oops. That's fine, not a big deal. And some in here. So I don't want it to be too regular, but I also don't want it... This is going to be tricky, actually. I also don't want it to be too irregular, which is the number one problem with trying to pseudo-randomly place things by hand is how do you get that balance between random and not random, because the human brain is really bad at doing stuff randomly, actually. So I'm just going to kind of look around and try and spot a place. So if I go here, for example, I placed it right in the middle between those two guys, so I'm actually not going to do it. Get a little bit in here. It's kind of like rock pools, like I said before. There's sort of rock pools almost of water, kind of trapped, I suppose. Okay, so I think maybe we can go through at the low level and start to do some kind of punching of blocks, essentially. So let's start on the right here. I need to take a new bar. Do I have a bar? This is kind of a right bar, I suppose. Let's get rid of one of these. I'm probably not going to use that. So, I'm just going to kind of decorate through here. We could put some coal and things in it, maybe. Thinking about that. So this area here needs some like full-on work, and I'm trying to decide which tool I should use for this. So, I'm not really sure. A lift brush, perhaps. Brush lift. Whoa. Okay, not that particular version of the lift brush. Yeah, this might be the right brush for this particular situation, but it also might not be. Who knows? I'm often choosing the wrong brush for the right situation. So this comes to be a little bit more kind of overhanging, which looks kind of nice actually. So let's go just kind of blend a little bit. Bye bye. Thanks for stopping by. Okay. So yeah, we get this. Looks kind of nice actually. We could maybe fit something down here as well. Not sure what we could fit in here actually. Let's maybe we could fit like a small bush perhaps. Exciting as that is. Bushes. What would I make a bush out of? Not oak leaves. Now I know I have see-through leaves, but there are a lot of trees kind of within drawing distance, and they will really lag my client if I don't have solid leaves. In fact, let's make a little kind of nice little kind of pond in here because we have the space, and we can get some lily pads even. Oh, some flowers. Yes. Flowers is great. Let's put some flowers in here. So the flowers are in the decoration blocks, I think. Hello, slime. And Tokay. Wait, Tokay. I already saw Tokay. Hi, Tokay, again. So let me see here. Rosebush, I suppose, is a kind of flower. And quite like blue orchids. So let's do that a little bit. Couple of these boys. Boom, we get this kind of nice scenic scene at the end here. Where's my double tall grass? I lost that, didn't I? Grass. So let's go for some of that. Pretty. Yeah. Maybe one more of these out here, and a rose bush, and I think that'll do. But that's quite nice. There's kind of a little terminator there. You can't even really see it from outside. It's only when you get in close that you can really kind of see it, which is kind of nice, actually. Okay, so let's move through here, and then we're going to open this up a little bit by hand. I'm starting to get a feel for what kind of things we can do with this area. So, you know what I might even do? Maybe we can make this like a small kind of secret area. I mean, I know this is just the first one, so I should be careful about blowing all of my ideas at once, but let's see here. If I grab vine, those vines will work kind of on this build. So I'm just going to put this in here and put vines all the way down, and then I think I can take these out. Yes. Cool. Kind of hidden a little bit. And we need to do something on the top, I know that, but we will come to that, I suppose. Let's go through here. This is all good. That looks just fine. A bit barren, but it's okay. I think we can put some cool stuff on top as well, so this won't be everything. This looks okay. Not much happening here. Let's try and liven this up a bit. Maybe we can go for some rose bushes. just occasionally. Yeah, that just adds a pop of colour there. We can put some vines in maybe too. Oh wait, I have to be careful with the vines, because if I put vines in, the player will be able to just climb straight up. So I don't want to actually... well, I suppose they can already climb up here. That's not really much help, is it? What else have we got down here? It's going to kind of break this up a little bit, make it a little bit more interesting in a shape. And grab another rose bush. And I want to grab the double grass again. I know I've lost it by clumsily discarding it, but that's just how I roll. There we go. Get a couple grass in here. So this is actually a lot more grassy stuff in it than I was kind of anticipating doing, but it's okay. It doesn't have to be completely barren. Little kind of hidey hole in here. So this is this a maze? Am I? Yeah, okay, so this is another dead end, is it? Yes, okay. So we can do something else interesting in here. Let's take our melt brush, a road brush again. Whoa, not that one. This is the lift brush. So I'm going to take the lift brush again. And I'm just going to lift out and create a little bit of space. And I'm going to lift out here. Well, that's kind of cool, isn't it? And we'll leave that as is, I think, for now. That's pretty nice. So let's make now. Whoa, not like that. Let's open up a space here and have kind of, I'm imagining kind of a tunnel going down. Now I know I've got very limited space to work with here because we're about to be falling out of the map that I've built, but in fact, let's go for some glowstone. I know I glowstone everywhere, but we're going for glowstone again. I think that's the edge of the map, yeah. I'm just gonna place some in there. And then we can get some water, and then this should glow at night time. Not that we're ever gonna see it at night time, because... I think there's a fill command, actually. Maybe I can try that. Fill water. 3, 2. Okay, I don't know what that is, so I'm not going to bother with that. Replace air, water. There we go. Done. And we can get rid of the selection there, and maybe we can do something with maybe we can do something with terracotta here. So I'm thinking we could do maybe terracotta and lime terracotta, the brown terracotta as well, and we can create kind of an interesting kind of colours in here. Oh, fill is a vanilla command, is it? I did not know that. Interesting. What does it do? Also, hi Game Buster. It's been a while. Put it in here. In fact, I quite like this as a design for the other watery areas. Like, it's real kind of murky. And I'm thinking I'm going to put some in the wall. Yeah, so let's go for a little bit kind of on the walls. There's no drugs involved, Gex. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm fully drug free. There we go. Now I want some vines in there, and I also want to make it so that it's not kind of quite so regular. Take some vines over the top, I think. Oh. And a little bit, I think, more in here. Alright, and then let's take some vines, and we're just going to kind of cover that with vines, so we can create kind of a really kind of lush, I'm not sure, really damp. I suppose it's kind of hidden from the sun here. Oh wow, really? That's a vanilla command. You can do replacing with vanilla. I did not know that. That's cool. Alright guys, chill, chill. I'm gonna put you guys in timeout for a minute. Just calm it down for a little while. Let me see here. Lily pads. Yes, so let's get a couple lilies in here. Such a weird noise. Almost like a duck. And I guess we can get maybe a bush in here again. So leaves. I should make a bar, really, shouldn't I? In fact, let me do that right now. Oh, welcome. It's Prote195654. Welcome. So I'm going to put this at the bottom, and I also want my powder. Get gunpowder, and we got water bucket. We got the axe that I kind of need. I probably don't need that. It's not really enough stuff, is it? So I'm just going to grab leaves, oak leaves. I'm going to grab, I think, double tall grass. And I'm going to save that real quick. Save that into the 5th slot. So, yeah, okay. So I'm going to put some grass in. And a little more, maybe. And some roses, too. I want to do a rose bush. Yes, that's cool. But again, it's going to be kind of hidden away. In fact, let's fully kind of block it up a little bit. Oh, it's already kind of blocked up. So we have, so we have this one here, which is done. This one goes to nothing, so I'll have to do that one, I suppose, next, maybe? This one, again, kind of nicely hidden. Yeah, this is kind of boring, isn't it? So let's see if we can do something with this. Maybe we can start to bring this one up, actually. That's one thing I should maybe think about doing, actually, isn't it? Kind of raising the levels of some of these. Don't have to be completely flat down there. But let's make this kind of wide and open, like a real big open one. So it's just going to melt away a lot of the ground. I suppose it's not melting, is it? In fact, I should use a melt brush for this, perhaps. No, maybe not, actually. I think the lift brush is appropriate. So that's kind of ugly at this point, but we can fix that with a little bit of TLC. And we will. So let's do that now. Just try and kind of make it a little bit less rough and rugged. Sharpen the edges a little bit. Yeah, that was a siren indeed. The police are coming. So through here, just get rid of these little holes here. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. Bring this one in. Nice. Yes, okay, so we have a little area here. In fact, let's get some of this dirt. In fact, let's put some grass in here, why not? Little grassy pocket, because it's nice and green. We can probably have some grass in here. Excuse ourselves for grass this one time. And we'll get some grass kind of coming up here. I'm going to make sure that there's any way the player could get out. Many ways the player could jump out of here, so I'm just going to try and cut down the number of ways that the player could escape. Just in case this, as I say, does end up being an adventure map. I don't want to have to rework kind of too much of it. So let's just kind of raise this up a little. That's probably possible jump, isn't it? Got to make everything as unfun as possible so that nobody can jump out. Okay, I think that's okay. Yes, nice, nice. I want to bring it kind of through here a little. Gosh. Chill it, guys. Let's slow the chat down just a little bit. Let's see here then. Okay, so we're gonna go for some water, I think, and maybe we can get some of the. I remember which bar it was that I just used. This one. A few kind of viney boys around, and we'll go for I kind of want to fit a tree in here actually. Let's see if we can do a tree. I know I hate trees so much, but and just a little boy tree where I can't go wrong. Can't build it wrong, it's not possible. Just a small little tree. No way to go wrong. There we go. A little tree. Little tree boy. Cool, cool. And some grass. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Boom, boom. Roses. I want some more roses, so let's take some more of those. Whoa. Yes. Cool, cool. So that's another one done. I suppose this kind of region over here is kind of finished now, maybe? I'm just going to check this section in the middle because I'm not convinced entirely about this. Just going to take a little bit out at the bottom actually of some of these because they are all very steep and sharp. So yes, like this. That works a little bit better, I think. It's nice, nice. And we'll take a little bit out here. Oh, we can definitely jump out here, so let's make sure that's not going to happen. And, okay. So through here. Open that up a little. And this one. Through here, maybe. And take out that. Through here. This bit. Yes. And through here. Just gonna generally open up just a little bit more so it's not quite so cramped in here. So this is kind of an end region, isn't it? Hello, welcome. Toxa Pro Play. Toxa Pro Play. Okay, so we've got some room in here for something. I'm not sure what I want it to be though. What could we put in here? Maybe we could kind of clear out a big area and have kind of quite a sheer canyon area. So let's try that actually. So I'm just gonna... There must be an easier way to do this. In fact, there is an easier way to do this, so let's do it. So let's just kind of take out this area here. Yeah, come on guys, chill it out, please. I'm gonna put you guys on timeout, otherwise, like. Sorry, at the moment nobody can join the stream as presently. It's just a private server at the moment. Yuri, are you here? Could you put Toke on timeout for 5 minutes? Or I'll do it in a moment. So I'm just going to kind of build this up a little bit to make it kind of a more interesting shape. Hello, Mr. Easy. Nice to see you again, friend. How are you today? Let me bring this through here. You're next, Gex, so be careful. Okay. I mean, I don't mind you talking, just don't spam the chat, please. Oh, welcome, Cool Creeper 13 and Fire Gaming Fire. Welcome. So, bring this through here. Oh. Welcome, Morrison Sim. So we got this kind of area here. I want to make it into... Let's get some sand in here. There's no sand in this anywhere in these builds so far. So I'm thinking kind of like, imagine like kind of a desolate, kind of deserty area almost. So kind of sand and coarse dirt. Nothing nice anyway. I was thinking some skulls maybe. Just gonna open up a little bit the walls. Oh gosh. I'll show you what we're doing, Jerome. In fact, I'll show everybody. So let's do a quick run around what we've been doing on this particular build so far. So I started this section Monday, so 2 days ago. We built the main section here on Monday. We then built this section here. So this was kind of unloved, leftover from this moorland area. So I just kind of filled that in a bit, just basically to make it look a little bit nicer. It's not very exciting, but it is kind of filler ground. It's not really a main feature. We built this little bridge. We started building this limestone pavement, and that's what I'm kind of getting stuck into now, is this kind of limestone pavement area. I'm trying to make some kind of interesting shapes at the ends of these tunnels, so each one has kind of a different little kind of interesting pocket of something happening. And so that's what we're gonna do now, basically. So I'm getting this kind of sandy area. I'm thinking there's going to be a skull in here for sure, but I'm trying to decide. Maybe we can get a dead tree. Oh no, not more trees. I hate trees. Oh, we can do shrubs. Dead shrubs. Bush. Shrub, bush. Close enough. Eh. So we have a few of these. And I mean, we could put a cactus in here. I'm not going to put a cactus in here. So I am going to go for... maybe I can put this chat in slow mode. Maybe that's the thing I should do. I think that's possible, isn't it? And then you guys will have to think about what you write. Oh, Cool Creeper. Welcome. So we're going to build basically a tree of some description here. I'm looking for acacia for dead trees. Always acacia for dead trees. And oh goodness, I know it's already going to be terrible. I'm just I hate trees. So bad at building like little trees. They're just nearly impossible for me. So let me think about this, like really think about it. So we got this coming up this way. Maybe like this. Does that look like a tree? No, it doesn't. It kind of looks like a tree, I guess. Maybe if we bring up this way a little bit. Yeah, I guess it kind of looks like a tree, doesn't it? I think we're onto a somewhat of a winner. Maybe one more there, like this. Good enough. Yeah, we can I'm not going to get 1,000 stream viewers, but I think there's a way I can put the chat into slow mode, which will prevent people... I think they can only chat once every minute, which might be more sensible, actually. But hopefully I won't have to do that, so don't worry about it. I think we'll be okay. Yes, I was going to put a skull in here. That's what I was going to do. Let's get a skull down here. Or maybe a couple of skulls. Two people who were too dumb to figure out that the exit is just a straight walk away. Cool. So this area then, I think some sand leading up might make sense. I'm gonna just... Whoops. Just a little bit of sand. on the lead up, maybe. Oh, dead shrubs as well. Bush. Sorry, dead bush. No shrubs. Well, thank you for piping it down a little bit, guys. That makes it a little bit nicer. You know, it's supposed to be kind of chill, isn't it? So try to keep it a little bit chilled. Cool. So there's that kind of section. These sections are all going to look quite different. I'm thinking I might put, maybe we could put some kind of trees on top. So maybe we'll end up with kind of a really cool kind of 2-layer build with kind of a forest at the top and trees like this kind of swamp underneath, I suppose. I'm not sure. It's kind of a swamp, isn't it? So let me just swap back over to my other bar. We can get back on with some water. Get a little bit perhaps in here. Do you drink beer every day, Gex? And wear a Viking helmet? And just gonna take out a little bit more, and I think we're gonna end up in a corner somewhere. There's a corner here. So let's turn this into an actual cave. So we have some space, I think. A little bit of space. Let's get a little bit more space. Oh, this is inappropriate music. Hold on, let me just swap that over. What is this music anyway? This music is Dead Voxel, and it is... Oh, it's changed. Okay, I skipped over to a better piece anyway. There we go. So, just gonna take some stone in here, like a big chunk of stone, basically floating for us to fit with a cave. Set stone. There we go. Rid of selection there, and we can make a little cave in here. I'm gonna do a brush sphere. Yeah, there should be music playing. Can you not hear it? I could turn it up if it's too quiet. Let me know what the state with the music is now. I'm just gonna go. If you can't hear any music, yeah, please shout at me because there is supposed to be music here. Okay. There we go. I'm just gonna light this up a little, and let's seal up this hole here. And I might actually leave this little cave be for now because I haven't done any subterranean areas, and I'm not really prepared for it quite yet. There should be Minecraft music playing, yeah, or it should be approaching Nirvana music or something along those lines. So I'm gonna leave that for now because I don't want to bother with doing the caves right now. But we will be able to see that from outside, I think. Oh, come on. So we should be able to see a dark hole there. Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted. Oh, excuse me. I don't know. Maybe he talked too much. Ah, no, there is definitely music coming through. Then okay. So that region's done. That one is done. I will work on the top later. This region is kind of nice as a really kind of closed in one. So let's do that. Let's make it even more closed in. So it's really kind of overhanging and foreboding. Just gonna build it up a little more in these places. Can kind of fit through here. Dead end. No, it's not. I thought it was going to lead to a dead end, but it didn't. Okay, never mind. Right, well, I think that's okay for now. I can do some more work on the bottom level later. I'm kind of interested in exploring what we can do at the top now. So I'm going to just kind of break this down a little bit, make it a little bit more rounded in places where it looks quite steep. Yeah, I'm kind of interested in what we can do with the top level. So this is supposed to be kind of bare stone, but it doesn't have to be, especially with these big kind of areas here. So, I think I'm going to have to close this in, actually. Let's close this in, because it doesn't really make sense if this is going to be like kind of lush and green up here, for there to just be like this weird kind of sandy bit. So let's make it kind of like almost like it's kind of closed in and disconnected from the rest. It's like a collapsed cave or something, perhaps. But yeah, if it's going to be green at the top, it doesn't really make sense for it to be sandy at the bottom. So let's just try and kind of maintain a little bit of a semblance of reason to this build. Survival, possibly. Maybe we'll do survival. So let's go for some grassy grass. How am I going to do this? Well, let's do an experimental one here. Let's start with this guy here, and if it looks bad, we can set it back. So let's go for some grass blocks. So I'm just going to grass the top of this, I think. In fact, bye-bye. Okay, so we'll grass the top, and I'm going to go for some kind of trees, I think. I think I might go for birches. Birches might look quite nice. Yeah, I think birches could work pretty well. I don't know what, strictly speaking, should be here. In fact, I think limestone is, what is that, alkali soil? So it should probably be deciduous trees, actually. Actually, let's go for deciduous trees. Let's try and keep it somewhat geographically consistent. I understand birch trees and pine trees like acidic soil, so let's see here. Oh, dark oak could be fun, couldn't it? Let's do dark oaks. So let's put one in here. And we take a bone meal. There we go. It's kind of okay. Bit of a cheat to just build it like that, but see if we can kind of get some roots in. Maybe bring it out a little. Oops. Get these kind of roots coming through the ground. I think that's kind of cool, actually. Yes, that's nice. And then we can have maybe some bushes to go with. Yeah, I hear that. I remember I was in Amsterdam for reasons, and there was a beer vending machine, 70 cents. And there was a water vending machine straight next to it for €1. So that was kind of amusing. We go for some of these kind of little bushy bush. Yeah, I think it's going to create really quite an interesting landscape to have this kind of two-layer system going on. So let's get some... I'm going to bone meal it, to be honest. Just bone meal the whole place, and I'm going to get rid of the flowers. I don't want any of these flowers. I want kind of particular flowers. Whoops, a little bit went down there. Did it? No, it didn't. Okay. I know Amsterdam's not in Denmark, but it is close to and culturally similar, I would say, to Denmark is Holland. Hello. So yeah, I think this kind of style could look quite nice. Although I don't know, actually, maybe it's a little bit bare. very grassy. Too much grass, I think. Let's reduce the amount of grass on here. I think it's too much grass. Oh, you don't think that it's similar? Okay, well, I mean, the laws with regard to the pricing of alcohol are quite similar, and I think you both like beer quite a lot, so it's definitely not too far away. So there's that. Hello, cool ghost. I've been to Denmark, and it did remind me a lot of Amsterdam, actually. Copenhagen. You got all the bikes. Yeah. So actually, this doesn't make sense, does it? That should definitely be in there, and that should definitely be there. Yes. Yeah, I think this could work, actually. This whole kind of area looking kind of like this. And then maybe we can do something else for more colour. So let's see here. I'm kind of tempted to build up a bit. So I can show you what we've got going on here. This is, it's called a limestone pavement. If you Google limestone pavement, let me write that out for you. In fact, I will write it into the chat so that you can see it. Limestone pavement. Hello! And you can see such a thing. If you search for Malum Tarn, you will find an example of limestone pavement, and you can see I went there as a kid, and it's kind of inspired me a little bit to build this particular section. I was getting a bit fantastical now, but that was kind of the original inspiration. So limestone is an acidic rock, and it dissolves very easily in water. So something like this wouldn't be completely unnatural, because the water would start to run into kind of gorges and then just dissolve those areas of the rock really quickly, which I think is why you end up with stuff like this. You also get a lot of stalagmites and stalactites, because when the water dries up, it deposits the... now for your geography lesson, kids. It deposits the dissolved limestone, and that's what creates those stalactites and stalagmites. And now you know. Oh. It's Java or Bedrock. Oh gosh. Totally misunderstood. This is the Java version, I should say. I thought you said, is it lava or bedrock? And I was like, that's a bit of a funny thing to say. is indeed the Java version. And let's just kind of grass the whole of the top here. There's probably a much quicker way to have done this, but it's kind of late now, so... There we go. There you have it. Alright, so let's go for a couple more dark oaks now. Let's do brush, tree, dark oak. It's not brush, it's bee. Bee tree, dark oak, because it's a voxel sniper brush. Ah yes, Christiania. I've been to Christiania. It was... an experience. Minecraft Bedrock is the name of Minecraft Bedrock is the name of the new version of Minecraft, which runs on all systems, or is supposed to run on all systems, so you can play all the systems together is the idea. Which is a good idea. It runs on Windows 10, I think it runs on the Xbox, it can run, I think it'll run on mobile phones. So that's kind of cool. Alrighty, let's get rid of some of these flowers, don't want the flowers, die, die, die. And I'm gonna kind of work these trees in as well, try and make them look a little bit more realistic. with their roots. So like this, for example, they're not just standing on the ground. And bring it down here. Come across. Yes, and we'll bring one out maybe through here. Down through here. I think maybe. I think you can maybe download it from the Xbox Store. I don't know if it's strictly true what I just said. I'm basing that kind of on hearsay. I'm not an expert on this particular topic. You might be able to download it from the Xbox Store if it is on it, indeed on the Xbox. I just thought it was. I don't know if it actually is. It's true. The Danes were one of the first kind of groups to invade England. There's microtransactions in Bedrock, is there? Well, you know why England is called England? It's because the Scandinavians that invaded were known as the Ymgarls, which is why it's called England. Ymgarls, I think, is angels. So the land of angels, where the angels here being the Ymgarls who invaded, settled, I suppose, as well as invaded. Cool, cool. Let's get a few of these little, bush boys, bushy boys. Let's have a bushy boy here. And have it hang down a little as well. But why not? Oops. I want that can stay. That can stay gone. I'm gonna end the stream when I have to go to work, I'm afraid. I can't not end the stream, but I will be here for at least another 25 minutes, probably, at least. So let's look here, get a little bit. Couple more bushy boys. Yeah, that looks kind of nice, actually. I think this is going to look kind of cool. So let's see here. Let's do a brush, cylinder, grass 3, mask stone. There we go. A little bit quicker. Just paint this. I don't want the grass to go below a certain level, so I'm not going to take it below a certain level. This is going to stay stony. Stay stony. So we're going to put another tree. I want to be careful not to have too many of these trees. Oh, is it not on the Xbox? Ah. Well, now I know. I think the intention, it's kind of new. Oh, it is on the Xbox. Okay. Well, you guys can decide that between yourselves, because I don't really know what I'm talking about, so don't ask me. And let's get a little bit in here. Yeah. Oh yeah, I see your message. Bedrock runs on Windows 10, iOS, Android, and Xbox One. So I guess you must be looking in the wrong place, I guess. Ender boss. I'm gonna bulk the base out a little bit for this tree because it looks a bit funny. Cool, cool. And let's go for Bushy Boy. Get him in here. And maybe another one real close because we haven't really done that so much. Another real close-up Bushy Boy. Well, you know what comes around, goes around, comes around, right? England took over the whole world through their ships, and England was originally taken over by ships, so there's that. Clearly we learnt from the best. So... there we go. Yes, nice, nice, nice. So same again now. Let's just keep working this way. I'm going to do this whole area, I suppose, in this colour. This is going to lead up to freedom. By freedom, I mean it's going to lead to the edge of this particular area, so we won't take it all the way over there, just in case we decide we want to do something else with this area. It runs on Fire TV, really? Interesting. Shakira, Shakira. No, not particularly. I mean, my hips don't lie. I'm not particularly a fan of Shakira. I know of Shakira, but I don't really know too much. On the Switch, awesome. That's going to be huge then, potentially. A real boost, I think, for Minecraft. Fill in here. So, let's go for a couple more of these dark oaks. But let's go for a little kind of cluster of them here. Yeah, this looks cool, actually. I'm kind of stoked to have... we could have an entire forest made out of these guys coming up this way. Could be really cool, because they're so quick to make. It makes things a lot more bearable, because trees are so slow. I don't want to build thousands of trees by hand. But I do quite like the look of the dark oaks now. It's starting to grow on me. Haha, get it? They're growing on me. Whee! I guess the problem at the moment is, I imagine there's only proprietary servers for it, is that right? So, like, you can't do, there's no, like, bucket servers or anything? Get rid of all of these boys. Die, 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 die. It's probably just called Minecraft now, I would imagine. I imagine on the Xbox it's probably just called Minecraft. Does that mean the Xbox version no longer has that stupid size limit, or does Bedrock have a size limit? Because that was always the problem I thought with the original Xbox version, was just that size limit just really killed it for me. I mean, you don't even really need all that space, but it does really kind of, in my opinion, spoil the kind of the atmosphere, knowing that you're in like a really tiny little cube and you can't just walk for ages. When the servers get modded, I think that's when it's going to be really viable, because people with PC are never going to swap. While you can, I mean, people love their mods for servers. I mean, I would never swap, for example. No way. To do without mods would be just crazy. I guess you already have Minecraft Bedrock Edition then. I think maybe they just transformed it. What? How's that? Wait, that can't be right. If it's the same version of Minecraft, right? Surely there can't be a limit. Like, hypothetically, if I'm playing on a server and I join somebody on an Xbox, I'm going to be able to walk just as far as they are, right? Like, it's not going to be that I can't keep... Oh, I just remembered. I need to put the roots in for these boys over here. Let's do that. They don't want... Ain't nobody want rootless trees. Yes, like this. Maybe one in there. Clearly I'm not understanding something. I thought Bedrock would work... Is it just the same version? Can you not... I thought it was cross-platform compatibility. Could you play with somebody on a different device? Or is it just... Is that not how it works? Is it just the same version that runs on different devices, but you can't connect them? I guess it can't be the same version if the Xbox still has a limit. Oh, gosh. Excuse me, I've been sitting hunched over. My posture is suffering from this particular exercise. Oh. In fact, just excuse me one moment. I'm just going to take a glass of water. Just stretch just a little bit. Always stretch, guys. It's very good for you. Have a stretch with me. Oh, interesting. Maybe the legacy the legacy Xbox worlds still don't. Maybe the legacy Xbox worlds are still size limited, but if you make a new one, you can keep going forever. Maybe. Yeah, no, you can't. It's a Java world, and as I say, regardless, it's not actually open. So. If I were playing Bedrock, in theory, yes, you could join the same server using the Xbox, but I'm not, so... Cool. Let's bulk this one out. Down. And that wants to come in here. I don't want to use Bedrock because there's no mods for Bedrock. So, yeah. Like, I don't need the mods, but I would much rather play with the mods. And I mean, people already have Java clients, so like the connectability is not really that big a deal, I think. That's not true, Gex. In fact, I wasn't born, so there was that. Alright, I'm actually going to grass the whole area now. Just kind of get it. Grassed. Maybe we could get some vines hanging down here. Thank you, Godzilla. I think it works quite well this way, actually. You get a real... I was thinking that I was maybe being a fool, not for not using World Painter, but I think you get maybe a more... I mean, obviously, it's not hand-built, but it's the next best thing after hand-built is using the more direct tools rather than World Painter, which is what I could have been using. But I think it produces a better product in the end. World Painter can't do overhangs, for example, and you can just be tempted to just kind of leave it as is a little bit, I think. And World Painter is awesome, but... Bye-bye! So, that's that region done. This region still needs a lot more work before I can really grasp that, I think. So let's... just going to grass over the top here. And come through here. This one's going to be particularly good for a time lapse, I think. I think it's going to look great on the time lapse, this particular section. And I'm going to need to, let's say, do some more work over here, so we won't put too much effort into this section right now. Here. Oh, wait, that's not true. Undo that. Just through here. A little bit there, and I think that'll work for now. Ender Boss, thanks for the, like I say, thanks for the invite, but I'm pretty much, when I'm playing Minecraft, I'm playing I'm doing this stream essentially. Except for that, I'm not really playing Minecraft. In fact, I don't play Minecraft except for the stream here. I don't really have too much time on my hands. You know, I've got a full-time job, and then I have a girlfriend. I have to cook and various other things. So I usually just don't get too much time. So there we go. So now we'll go for some trees. So let's take, we won't put one there, let's put one on here. And we'll put one here. And we'll put one on here. And get one in there. One there. One on there. I think that'll work. Bye-bye. Yes, cool, cool, cool. Get one in there, I think. And I'm going to take a bone meal again, if I can find such a thing. Bone meal. And we'll go just around the place. Oh, you know what? Before I do this, actually, before I forget, I'm going to kind of build the roots in a little bit. This is... it is Drayton. Well done, Alchemist. I didn't see you come in. Welcome. You snuck in amongst the chit-chat. Just excited for history, I guess. I'm going there. Yes. And bring roots in here. Oh, really? Sorry, I missed you. And by that I mean I missed you coming in, not that I specifically missed you. Of course I missed you too, but not enough to say it out loud, I suppose. I'm going to stop talking now. And we get a little bit in here. Well, I mean, how are you trying to prove that? By proving that Denmark are a-holes? I mean... Alright, so bushes next. So a few little bushy boys here. And maybe a bushy boy down here. And we'll get one in here. And one on spot here. These bushes are 10 bushes chilling in a Minecraft, 5 feet apart because they're not gay. They're so equally spread. I need to join them up a little bit. Gex is our special viewer, and he is entitled to say some interesting words within reason. Oh, wow, that sounds like a packed schedule, Mr. Godzilla. For a little bushy boy here. A couple on here. Let's go for another one here, just because I'm trying to break up that equidistant spreading of the bushes, which looks a bit unreasonably equal spreading. Bone meal around the place, and then I think we're going to be largely out of time. I think there's a quicker way for me to do this, but I'll just punch them out by hand. It's not that big a deal. We're obviously going to need to do some more work around the edges here, and I'm kind of imagining a rise, or I'm thinking maybe we could have bring this kind of down a little out this way, and we could have kind of this dark oak forest, I'm imagining, and maybe we could put kind of cliffs at the sides, perhaps. Not exactly sure what I want to do with it. It's a good vine. And it spawns so many memes. And my favourite one, I think, is Dungeons and Dragons. In Dungeons and Dragons, the characters are considered 5 feet apart always. Like the base unit of space is 5 feet, and so if two characters are directly adjacent, they are 5 feet apart. So obviously that has boundless meme potential. Not that I've personally played much Dungeons and Dragons. In fact, only on 1 or 2 occasions, but I do enjoy a little bit of memeage. Alrighty, let me bring this down. And maybe a bush in here, just to break up the equal spreading that we've got. And let's get a bush in here, just not on the edge. How about that? Crazy, isn't it? Just a bush. Now we can decide what kind of colour, maybe. I've got maybe 4 or 5 minutes left. Maybe I should just have a fly around. How about that? Let's have a fly around and an evaluation of what we've done. So today, this was looking kind of bare. I wish I had a screenshot to show you, but I don't. I'm not sure about later. So we did a little bit kind of interior work around here. Some of these spots have kind of nice things inside, and then we put a surface layer on. So we got, yeah, a few different kind of little areas down there, and as I say, we put this surface layer on. We haven't finished it because you know, it just ends, so we need to do that next, I think. This is all part of this particular section, or I guess it's kind of moving on from this section now. So yeah, actually, let's have a sit down here. So this is kind of what we'd be looking at. Just kind of a viewpoint for this, and that looks cool, actually. Yeah, I love that. So we built this these gems here. Hey, I'm not sure. Don't sign me up for a stream if I don't know. I'm not sure, to be honest. Bye bye. Through here is the kind of original build that started this whole thing. Peaceful Valley, as I've called it. Looks nice around the outside. That tree is kind of upsettingly not great. But we have slightly touched on this actually. You can't really see it, but from here this is slightly thicker now, the bushes here, and we will be kind of working all the way around, so this build will change a little bit as we progress. So through here, this kind of foresty area here. Little cave, should we fly through the cave? Ooh. Oh. Opens up into the oh, here we are, Mushroom Land. So there you go, Mushroom Kingdom. Good night. And finally, all the way out here is the Virulent Valley, complete with lots of necromancy stuff. It's gonna load. Load, please. There we go. Oh, nice. Okay, I think that will do for one day. I'm gonna thank you all for watching. I'm gonna sign off, and I will hope to see you next time. I don't think it will be this afternoon. I don't think I'll be doing one this evening. I think it will be tomorrow morning. But I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure that I won't be doing one this evening. Bye everybody, nice to see you again, Game Buster. Yeah, alright. Bye 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 bye.